Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel for Nurses Preparation. I am Neeraj Kumar Kathal. Today we are presenting important questions from Fundamental of Nursing subject. So let's begin our today's video. Question number 1 is complication of oxygen therapy in preterm newborn. You have to select from the given following options, what is the complication of oxygen therapy may seen in preterm newborn? Preterm newborn means a baby born before 37 weeks of pregnancy. Option A, collapse of lungs. It is also known as atelectasis. Option B, seizure. Option C, nephropathy. Option D, retinopathy of prematurity or retrolental fibroplasia. If you know the answer, you can write the answer in comment section below. Complication of oxygen therapy in preterm newborn. Right answer of this question is option D. Due to high level of oxygen therapy in preterm newborn babies, retinopathy of prematurity or retrolental fibroplasia may occur. It is a bilateral disease of retinal vessels. It is a bilateral disease of retinal vessels in preterm infants due to high level of oxygen administration. You can take a screenshot for your revision. Question number 2 is from triage. In triage, yellow color indicates option A, urgent, option B, dead, option C, non-urgent, option D, emergent. Right answer of this question is option A, urgent. Yellow color in triage denotes urgency or urgent. What is triage? Let's have a quick revision about triage system. Triage is a system by which we can handle mass casualties or patients suddenly occur at a time. Suppose at a place natural disaster like earthquake occur. So suddenly mass level of casualties or persons, injured person, patients, client come towards the hospital, or just think a sudden train accident was occur. So massive casualties occur at the time. To tackle all the clients or injured people, the hospital classify according to the severity and urgency of care into 4 types. To deal with this situation, this massive casualties, hospital makes 4 color zones in the hospital. These are red zone, yellow zone, green zone and black. First talk about the red area, red color code. In this color code, critically ill persons are came need immediate care. In red color code, we put the patients who need immediate medical care or treatment because they are critically ill. Second is yellow color code. In this category, patients come that are not need immediate danger, not in immediate danger. They need care and treatment but not immediately. In yellow color triage, we put patient not in immediate danger but need care or treatment. We can delay treatment for some time. The patients who comes under this category. Third color code is green color code. Client can ambulate and able to self-care of injuries. In this category, people come with minor injuries. We can delay their treatment and person able to ambulate and they are able to self-care of their injuries. The fourth and last triage category is black. Clients with severe injuries expected to die. In black color code, patients or clients put it in this category, they are severely critically ill or very serious condition and expected to die. Persons came in this category mostly treated with the analgesic. You can take a screenshot for your revision. Question number 3. Important question. Following are the clinical features of organophosphorus poisoning. Following are the clinical features or signs and symptoms of organophosphorus poisoning, except, this is the important word, except. Always try to focus upon the last word of the question because it changes the question's meaning. Whenever this except word present in the question, it means just opposite of the question. You have to tell in four these options, three are the clinical features of organophosphorus poisoning, but one is not. Which one is not? You have to select. Option A is hyperventilation. Option B is salivation. Option C, pinpoint pupil. Option D is bronchospasm. Organophosphorus poisoning. Very important question. The right answer of this question is hyperventilation, option A. Hyperventilation is not a clinical feature of organophosphorus or organophosphate poisoning. Salivation, pinpoint pupil, bronchospasm are seen in organophosphorus poisoning. Organophosphorus or organophosphate comes with insecticide. It is used in medication as a nerve agent. If someone asks organophosphorus is used, what is the use of organophosphorus? You can say it is used mostly in the forms to kill the insects as a insecticide. Another important question, what is the antidote of organophosphorus poisoning? You can say atropine. Atropine is an antidote of organophosphorus poisoning. You can take a screenshot for your revision. Now let's talk about some important clinical features seen in organophosphorus or organophosphate poisoning. Important clinical features include salivation, lacrimation, urination, defecation, gastric cramps and emesis. To remember this, remember the word or mnemonic or trick SLUDGE, sludge. Salivation means formation of saliva in mouth. Lacrimation means falling of tears. Urination means passing of urine. Defecation means passage of stool. Gastric cramps in abdomen. Emesis means vomiting. To remember this, remember the word SLUDGE, sludge. Other symptoms of organophosphorus poisoning include respiratory depression. In respiratory depression, 2 points are important. First, hypoventilation, and second one is respiratory failure. In question, hyperventilation was given. So here hypoventilation is present, not hyperventilation. Next, patient may unconscious, sweating may present, and important, pinpoint pupil may seen in organophosphorus poisoning and few other symptoms. You can take a screenshot for your revision. Question number 4 is bleeding from nose called option A hyperemesis, option B hemoptysis, option C hematemesis, option D epistaxis. Nosebleed in one word. The right answer of this question is option D epistaxis. Epistaxis is a condition in which nosebleed occurs or bleeding from the nose called epistaxis. Hyperemesis. Hyperemesis means extreme persistent nausea and vomiting. Extreme persistent nausea and vomiting known as hyperemesis. If this condition occurs during the pregnancy, this condition known as hyperemesis gravidum. Hemoptysis, blood in cuff. If a person is having blood in cuff, this condition known as hemoptysis. Hematemesis means blood in vomit. Blood in vomit known as hematemesis. You can take a screenshot for your revision. Fifth question is bagasosis is caused by the option A sugarcane dust, option B cotton dust, option C coal dust, option D silica dust. The correct answer of this question is option A sugarcane dust. Bagasosis disease can occur due to inhalation of sugarcane dust. Cotton dust can cause biocinosis disease. Coal dust can cause coal workers pneumoconiosis disease. In short, it is known as CWP, coal workers pneumoconiosis. It is also known as black lung disease. Due to silica dust, silicosis may occur. You can take a screenshot for your revision. Thank you so much friends for watching this complete video. If you think this video is helpful, then please click upon the like button, share this video with your friends and subscribe our YouTube channel for nurses preparation for more such interesting videos. All the best.